If you're here today, I'm really glad you are. Welcome into my little nest. It's Boxing Day, and I know there can be pressure to be out shopping and doing more, but it's okay if you stayed home. It's okay if today is just quiet. If that sounds like something you need, you're in the right place. Today I'm just moving through the kitchen, one small space at a time, cleaning out a drawer, freshening up a cupboard, and putting everything back with a little more intention. I'll also share a few drawers that are already organized. And later, the winter window I made. So I originally put these rubbery, grippy cupboard liners in this drawer. So I thought it would stop the utensils from sliding up and down like this, but they literally did nothing except annoy me because then I had to straighten these out. So these are going in the garbage today after we get all this. We're going to get this all rinsed out and then throw these out. So they're useless. So don't do what I do. It does not work. These are not even grippy. They're like, unless you can find a really good grippy brand. I don't know where this came from, maybe the dollar store. There's absolutely no grip at all. So I don't know when I last cleaned this out. It wasn't that long ago, but it's full of crumbs and it just looks gross. So I'm meaning to do this. So what better day than Boxing Day where we don't want to be spending money? We want to do something that keeps us busy and improves an area that we have to see every day. How many times are you opening your drawer a day? It's only me and my son here, but I don't know. I'd say I probably open the drawer at least 3 times a day. Maybe 4? That's a good question. I should start counting. Anyway, I'm going to throw these out. Garbage. Turn you guys around to the sink. Actually, let's dump this in the garbage can first because I don't have strainers for the sink yet. I've ordered some and I'm waiting for them because mine got all rusty and gross. I like this kind of vinegar. It's the cleaning vinegar. I think the strength is it says double strength, but I remember reading somewhere it's 10% or something like that. You don't need a lot. Mix it with hot water and soap. Hopefully you can see me there. Misty, it is not time to eat yet. I just fed you. You have to wait. You got a few crunchies? You go have some crunchies. Hey, you go have some crunchies. Okay? And don't jump up here. You'll knock the camera over. She's like, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm hopefully making this drawer insert look a lot nicer. The bottom row needs to be cleaned, but why not? It's got a few stained areas, so oh well. Not much we can do about that. Misty. Here's Misty. Say hi to Misty. There's my kitty cat. Always up to no good. I'm sorry if you guys hear clicks when I'm talking because I don't have a very good microphone right now. And buying a new one is not in the budget, so just don't buy your microphone from Temu. Although I'm happy that I'm able to at least be heard right now. And the clicks are minimal. It sounds like a crackling fireplace sometimes. So let's just pretend I have a beautiful fire going in the background. And hopefully not something is on fire. Anyway. I was just thinking I can switch out this picture. I made a quick tutorial, how you can switch out the picture. It's obviously very simple. It's just a calendar picture. I put a bunch behind it. So I'm looking forward to the January one. I don't know what it is, but I do have some other calendars with birds. I love birds and birdhouses, and in the winter that looks really pretty, so I might put that up. I'm not sure. I have one more thing I want to show you guys. Some of you may have noticed in my post I put that I have like a winter picture frame I was working on, and I made a tutorial for it, but the tutorial is all over the place because the project is so big that I didn't really have a lot of good spaces to put it, so I keep putting it in different spaces and working on it here and there and everywhere. So I'm just going to show it later so you guys can see what it looks like so far. I might paint the frame. I still might, like, what's it called? Like a distressed look. Actually, that doesn't go in there. I want to make it like it's wood right now, but I want to maybe dry brush some white over it. So I'll show you guys that. It turned out really nice. And if anybody wants a tutorial on it, I can put that together. It's just a lot of clips. It's going to be a lot of work. And, yeah. But at least you can see how it was made. It's not that hard. It's just basically your creativity and whatever you want to do. So I'm putting that liner back in, even though it's not very sticky or anything. I don't know why I am bothering to use it. It helps this stay in place a bit once there's some weight in here. These don't fit in here perfectly, so maybe... I don't know why I have 4. It's not like my son uses knives at all yet, so... Okay. They fit like that. I would love to get a new matching cutlery set one day when the budget allows again, but I kind of like that colorful set, like a gasoline or iridescent type of look that Amazon has, but I'll have to read the reviews. Okay, what do I want to put back in here? Look at all this stuff that I have. We don't even use any of this stuff, so I think that I might throw things out, like these type of things here. We just don't get used around here. Oh. I still have my son's little set. These come in handy, so I'm going to keep this. I like the little spoon for my coffee. I have no idea why. I'm just funny that way. Little Spider-Man set. I'll look in the drawer and be like, Mom, why is that in there? Now that the drawer's all cleaned out, you can really see it. But also a little reminder of his childhood. Okay, so here's all the plastic stuff. Don't do this. This is how hoarding starts. But in my opinion, like, people think, oh, I want to keep this and this. But keeping 1 or 2, fine, but look how many there are. And I don't know how that got in there. This is a lot of stuff. Extra straws. These are for if we ever have thick drinks like milkshakes, smoothies. So they are handy. I'll put those back in. But I can at least put them at the... I'll show you. I can put them in the very back. This is as far as the drawer comes out. Oh, it comes out a little bit further. Okay. So they can go back there. The lighter, because you know that was in there. I didn't know that. That can go back there. And then sometimes when we get... Sometimes we get, like, food delivery. So, and they forget the straws. That belongs to one of those little kids' travel things. Cups. Anyway, these can go back in the drawer too, because straws come in handy. Corn, we rarely have corn, if ever, so I'm going to put these in a different spot. And I don't know what the spoon was for. Okay. There's Misty again. So this is all done. Much better. Okay, one other thing I want to do is get the pots and pans cupboard cleaned out. The bottom's looking a little bit funky. I don't know if I'm just washing it out today or not, but I'll have to set up this camera for this. Okay, here we are. Kat has decided that she would like to insert herself. It's not very helpful, but she's trying. Right, Misty? Okay, so put stuff up there, I guess, for now. Misty, get out of the cupboard. What is she doing? This is my crazy cat, the only cat who does this kind of crazy stuff. Let's get everything out of here. Everything. Just putting everything above the counter right now. And she's not this doesn't help. Let's see what's in here, Misty. Oh, look, we got a plant pot. That doesn't belong in there. But look at the bottom of, I don't know if I ever cleaned this out since I moved in, but at the bottom of this, I don't know if you can see, but the bottom of this is really bad. Oh my gosh, this cat. If this was my other cat, she would be running for her life just over the bit of noise. Wow. Okay, let's get everything out of here. Misty, I don't know what you are doing. Why we're doing it. This is for, I guess, pancakes, and it's never been used. I think, and this one is for like a little, I guess a little egg, like an egg McMuffin for you, so it's sized right, and that's never been used, maybe once. It's hard letting them go though, because you might use them one day. That's again like a hoarder thing, but I hardly have. I'm pretty good at throwing things out, so I like to keep these little guys. You just never know, especially when you have a teenager and they discover something they like at their friend's house or they want to make. That'll be handy for him. Wow, it is messy. I think I might wipe this out with Vim. Oh, and all this stuff, alcohol. When I moved in, I used to have my neighbor over a lot. We used to like to have some drinks, and I'm not even a drinker. So I'm dumping these out today. 2016. Wow. They are very old. Which is a very long time ago. Needless to say. Okay. Look at the bottom of this cupboard, guys. That's embarrassing. Holy moly. Oh, that is embarrassing. And that's why you are here with me today, so I have accountability to clean it up. Alcohol will be gone. I just don't like the taste of alcohol. I have social anxiety. I'm not very outgoing, so I would use it to make me feel more comfortable in situations. So when this neighbor was new at the time, she liked to come over and we would just have some drinks, but it honestly really didn't help me. I think that was all in my head. Oh, I didn't know it was there. I don't even use that. That's so dirty too. That's to pick up the turkey, I guess, right? I don't even recognize it. Wow. But yeah, aside from not drinking, yeah, alcoholism, just some alcoholic family members, and I don't like to be around it. I don't like to be around people that can't handle their drinking, and I've unfortunately dealt with that in my life. So I don't even like seeing it in my house anymore. I'm just throwing all that out. Not that I had a problem with it or anything, just there are some people. Okay, this crock pot. These are things I never use, but I think I'm going to use. It's hard with this stuff because it's expensive to replace, and money is not something I have lots of, so I'm keeping all these things, but we're just going to clean this out and make it better. We're going to mix up some hot water, some dish soap, and a bit of vinegar. Are you helping me? Hey? Being helpful? I always like an excuse to use my Vim, so I think I'll bring out the Vim and just squirt it on any difficult spots. Okay. Please tell me some of you have cupboards that are like this disaster. That does come down, I guess, right? Okay. What I would like to know is how does it get this dirty inside of a cupboard? I cleaned this when I moved in, even though they had already cleaned it. I cleaned everything. I was just worried. I rent, and I don't know what previous people are like or anything like that. And a cupboard that nobody goes inside, it's just for pots and pans. I don't know how the sides and stuff get like this. Get this out of here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to use Vim anyway because this is. Guys, I really don't feel like cleaning this, to be honest. It's a little bit overwhelming, but hopefully it motivates someone. I'm sorry the angle's not any better. It's very hard to get this cupboard because of where I'm sitting. If you've made it this far, post a Christmas tree emoji in the comments for me. Also, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. The only thing positive right now is the smell of the Vim. The Vim smells so nice. I want to put this in here for a minute. Okay. Gosh. It's so bad in here. I guess I should, maybe speed this up for you guys when I go to edit it. This is probably going to take me a while, so I don't want to be bored out of your skulls. But I do have some liner. I bought it for my linen closet upstairs probably 1 or 2 years ago. So I have been using parts of it because I didn't use it yet up there. So I used parts of it for some cupboards and drawers. I just don't know if I would like it in here in particular. If I want to buy more, I'm sure they're still selling it on Amazon. If I want to still do the linen closet. This stuff is not coming off back here. It's gross. It almost seems like hard water texture. I don't know what it is. What if we just hang on, guys? Make it so you can see what I'm doing. It's here though. And I don't really have a light that I can shine. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. When the budget allows, I can get something that you can. I hope you guys don't mind me talking as I go. Just saying one thing. I do talk to myself anyway. So even if I wasn't recording, I would be talking to myself. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it has to do with being alone all the time. There's not always anybody to talk to. So maybe it makes my brain feel like at the end of the day I was talking to someone and I wasn't alone. But on the bright side, I'm not alone anymore. I have you guys. Anybody that's joining me, anybody that's watching or feels motivated by something I'm doing, that makes me really happy. Like this, for example. I probably wouldn't be doing it if I didn't have any motivation, anybody watching. It's kind of a drag. Right? It's something that has to be done. So like you don't want to go in your pots and pans cupboard and it looks like this inside. I want it to be clean. I would just like to know how it happened, how it gets like that. Deep inside of a cupboard is just bizarre to me. See this door right here. Doors I can understand just from dirty hands and stuff grabbing them. But Misty is finding this so interesting. I also have to wash this floor today. The floor's getting bad again. So I'm renting, and this floor doesn't, I think I've already said I'm renting, but my point is this floor isn't maintained properly between tenants. So, like, I think it needs to be stripped and waxed or something. So it never really comes clean. So you don't get that satisfaction when you clean it. Like, oh, wow, look how different it looks. It might look slightly different, but honestly, nothing major. Wipe the cupboard door off. Okay, I need to do the other side actually. But I'm almost done. Guys, I thought there would never be the day where I would talk on camera, so here we are, making progress. You know, being an introvert and having social anxiety makes stuff like this hard. But I find, like, with age, you don't care as much anyway. Like, what's it gonna do, right? What's the worst that can happen? Somebody thinks something's funny or whatever. That's fine. People's thoughts are not my business, and they don't affect me. So if you want to make videos and you're holding back because you're uncomfortable, I would say just do it. You can always just hide users from your channel anyway, so people are bothering you, right? You just haven't had to do that. My channel is new, but if I did, I don't put up with crap anymore in life. I don't put up with people treating me like crap or anything. I'm so glad, because I've been through a lot of being used and stuff like that, and being scared of how people will react, or they'll beat me up, or I've never been in a fight in my life, so but you know, it's just silly thoughts like that, and it's really, unless you're like obviously need an extremely bad person, but most people aren't gonna, you know, fight you. They're just, some of them just like to try to use intimidation tactics, and they don't work anymore, so here we are. Sorry, random topic again. But it's just what comes to my mind when I'm sitting here cleaning out this terrible, boring, horrible cupboard. Okay. Wish I could get some light in there for people. This is the liner I'm going to use. I like that it has guidelines on the back to help with trimming it. Okay, here is what it's going to look like. I don't have it in yet, but I just have to cut it here and here to fit around this pole so I can bring it forward, and then it will be in. Okay, that was not easy getting that down. I hate working with sticky stuff. That's when I lose my patience. So I didn't record all that, but I was okay. But I would say that's an improvement. And then at the back, there's going to be a shelf up there, and there's going to be stuff down there. So we're not going to see that. I'm not going to worry about that. But I think what I will do, we'll line this shelf, because look at it. It's stained badly and it's going to look ugly. So let's wipe it down. It's wet still. See what I mean? This stuff doesn't come off. So I'll have to go cut a piece for that. I'll be right back again. And here's what she's doing while I'm trying to get this cut. Being nosy again. And she realizes that you can push the drawer open, so like, hey, what's up here? Maybe something good. What's up there, Misty? Are you being naughty? Are you inspecting my work? How does this look? It definitely looks a lot better. Now we have to decide what we're putting back in here. Okay. We are keeping the crock pot because, you know, I haven't used it in a while. They do come in handy. I do like crock prep meals. I'm going to start making more. Now, I don't like that. This thing that I had for the lids was really annoying. It would just come flying out with all the lids, so I'll have to think of a different idea. I don't even know what this is for, I think. Like, it can't be for plates or something. It's very weak. So, what's my idea for lids? I don't even know right now. Stand these back up here. For now. I can never get a real good organization for this cupboard, so I wonder if stacking things with their lids would make things easier. Anything that can fit a lid. Let's see. So we'll do that. And then I'll have lids. I do still have this Corral dish. I'm using it upstairs for cat water right now. The cats love it, so I don't really use the bigger one very often, but I'll obviously keep the lid. I don't use these often, so I'll put it up there. Okay. With that box and those bottles and stuff, but I think we have more room. Well, obviously we'll have more room, but it just seems like this is going to fit better. So that's the next side up. Wait a minute. That's too big for that. That's weird. That's too big for that one. Okay, so this one's missing a lid. I don't know what happened to it. This set was donated to me when I moved in here, so maybe it didn't come with a lid. And in case you're wondering why it was donated, I moved in here with nothing because I was escaping a domestic violence situation. I had been with my ex for 20 years. My son was about just about to turn 6, I think. Maybe 7. I don't know. But I didn't have anything, so people donated stuff to me. And it was very nice of them, and I got some very nice Lagostina pots out of it, so if they're missing a lid, that's fine. I don't know why. It's like I'm missing a whole pot, because this matches that set. Very strange. I don't know what's going on here. Like I have a pot missing somewhere. Okay. Put these. I find it makes more space. The handle's kind of like, I like to be able to reach them though. Okay. And then we have these two silly little things. I want to keep them, so I don't know why. What else do we have? Blender. My son and I just recently bought this to make, oh my gosh, I don't remember if it was milkshakes or what, but needless to say, it didn't go well, and I think that you need one of those KitchenAid blenders with the metal part, and you have to freeze that first, and all the stuff that you can't do with this. So, needless to say, that idea didn't work, but we can still use this for other things. And then we have this. And anything else that was in there, I'll have to find a place for. I don't want anything else in here, so. This video's getting really long, so I'm going to get that winter picture I made and put it down here so you guys can see what it looks like. But there's the cupboard. I think it's a big improvement. I'll see you in a few minutes. Or actually, it's going to be a few seconds for you guys. And just quickly before I forget, if you guys want to see what some of my other drawers look like, I recently organized this. Let's just block that out for a minute. We don't want that there. Anyway, those are just my checks. This is my junk drawer. I'd say it's pretty organized for a junk drawer. Here, I just put some of our medicines, vitamins. So sometimes I get wrist or knee pain. Sometimes my knees swell up, so I have stuff in there for that. But that's that drawer. It's pretty nice and neat too. I recently had cleaned that out before I was making videos. This drawer's starting to get a little bit out of hand again. I only recently just redid this drawer. but it has like change that was in the junk drawer, nail clippers. I got all my thumbtacks. I'm always looking for these, so I'm glad they're in one place. I just used a repurposed little cat food cans. And then we have all of our battery stuff here. And there's like a tester that came on that. It's at the top. I can't see it right now, but my rechargeables are in here, the charger, some extra plugs and candles and flashlights, filters for the cat fountain, my current favorite Scentsy, which reminds me I want to put that in today. But yeah, those are a few of my drawers. So this is the stuff that came out of that cupboard that we have to get rid of. I'm just dumping the alcohol. I don't drink it. It's old and expired. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. This thing that I didn't even know I had, the turkey lifter guide, I don't know. It could just go in the cupboard over the fridge. I very rarely go in that cupboard, so it would be like maybe one day I'll decide I want to make. I guess you could use it for a turkey, ham, a chicken. I like roasted chickens, maybe. Okay, so this was a tray that succulents came. I would like to think I have a green thumb. I have a nice garden and stuff, but indoor plants always die on me, and I love succulents. This lady had this so pretty with little fairies and sand and hedgehog, and it ended up dying on me. So maybe I could get some fake dollar store succulents and put them in there. But so I have to decide where all this is going to go, and then this is just what are those things called? Like icy, slushy, freezies. I don't know what they're called, but I bought this so I could give flavor to the crushed ice, kind of like a slushy thing. So I'll have to find somewhere for that too. It might just end up, it's tall, so I don't know. It might end up going back down there. I'm not sure I have anywhere else to put that. I know I could just take the lid off, but that's just kind of a pain because it's used often enough. Here's what I made. It was just an old empty window frame without the glass. So I did make a video recording the majority of this if anybody wants me to upload that. And here what it has lights. Yeah, this is what it looks like off. You can't see in here very good, but it has a battery pack at the back. Lights have different settings. Hang on. So like there's 8 modes for these lights. You can pick one. I just like to have them steady on, or else they would probably drive me crazy. They start going really fast. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why anybody would like that. But anyway, while I was working on this before I had the lights covered, my cat Misty, when I ran to the basement quickly, chewed a section off. I was pretty mad when I came up about it. I couldn't believe she did that. But what can you do, right? So anyway, so yeah, that's what I made. I think it turned out really pretty. These little deer have like actual faux fur, which is really cute. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I think that's enough in the kitchen for today. From my nest to yours, I'll see you next time.